welcome back to the next episode of the Raiders Rambles. Our chief host, Jolt the Squirrel, is on another one of his adventures, so I shall be his interim host for tonight, Avera, the candy corn doggo. And joining me is none other than our most esteemed technical producer, Noble.
Welcome.
All right, great to have you. And our most grumpy of the wolves is Inu.
I stole Jolt's mic.
Oh no.
I stole his microphone. I stole his chair. And I'm sitting here now. But just for this week. Just only temporary. He'll get his revenge on me.
Yeah, he'll be back soon. Who knows? Anyways, we have a fantabulous show tonight, as always. Noble, would you like to introduce the first topic of tonight?
Okie dokie. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie is expected to start production in March. Do.
And filming will be completed in May. Interesting.
Huh.
Production of the sequel to the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is reportedly to begin in a few months. Yada, yada, yada. Emerald Hill. Has anyone been there before?
Wait, is there really a place called Emerald Hill?
Oh, hang on. As all the Sonic fans know, Emerald Hill is the name of the first zone in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie. Further evidence of the production is...
Oh, I thought Emerald Hill was like the producer or like the studio.
Oh, no, sorry, it's the code name. I didn't read this properly.
Oh, it's a code name Emerald Hill for Sonic 2.
Emerald Hill is the first stage, I think. The first 3 worlds.
Jim Carrey's coming back. That's good.
Ooh. I didn't see the first movie.
No. Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Honestly, Inu, I hate to say this, but I didn't see the first movie either.
Oh no! What's wrong with you?
Okay. I didn't, and I told my dad back in like last February to go see a movie together because like I barely ever see him, and it was between 1917 and Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm like, let's go see Sonic, and he's like, I want to go see 1917, so we ended up seeing that instead. It was fine. It was a good movie. It really was, but I wanted to see Sonic, and I didn't.
I didn't.
I know.
$57 million in the US opening weekend, which broke Detective Pikachu at 54.3 million. Wow.
Whoa.
Obviously, that's definitely a popular movie then. I mean, look, if you remember Detective Pikachu when it came out, woof. That was amazing.
No, I'm just curious how much they're expecting to break. Not that I wish them harm, but it's really difficult to go anywhere and social distance, wear the mask, and do the things, and everything is on streaming now, which is kind of convenient because I didn't care going to movies anyways. With the people on their cell phones and the sticky floors, the horrible food.
Yeah, it's an experience. Yeah, for sure. But with Sonic though, it says in the article that they made over $210 million worldwide. That's pretty impressive. So and if Jim Carrey is coming back to reprise his role as Dr. Robotnik.
Yes,
I think that's what he was.
Mr. Eggman.
Mr. Eggman, right? Yeah, that guy. Like I said, I didn't see the movie, unfortunately, but
Did you like Jim Carrey at all? Some of the previous roles he played, like The Mask, some of the more... I don't want to say the cable guy.
I did.
Yes, he did.
I'm not really a big fan of Jim Carrey as of late in the past few years because he got like super woke, super political. You know, he did all that stupid stuff. But yeah, he was great in like Bruce Almighty, um, you know, Mask, all that. Yeah,
Well,
he's a funny dude.
it sort of took me back to the Ace Ventura days.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so go in there expecting that, and you won't be disappointed.
You
Except
know,
this time he's a military top secret general thing that the government doesn't want to get out.
I wonder how much like does he get paid to be in this movie? Because you have to imagine like a certain part of their budget is going to paying these high profile actors, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Honestly, I don't even want to think about the numbers.
oh, I know it's crazy numbers, right? But like, are they actually doing a good job with the animation, with the story? Like, do they actually care, or is it more of a cash grab? Do you think?
Uh, Sonic looked out of place, to be honest. I don't doubt this isn't a cash grab, especially the second movie, because of how the first one went.
Mm.
But with the rushed animation of the having to redo Sonic, it really felt out of place.
Yeah,
Sonic did.
right.
The only thing that really drove it was the acting from the actual actors.
And
Now,
you know what? That's what
I
kept me
saw.
from watching the movie. I didn't want to see Jim Carrey. I'll give it to him. He's a fantastic actor, but I just don't care for his acting. Just me, one person.
Is this current, or has this been like from the start?
Since he was on that TV show called In Living Color.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care for Jim Carrey.
Well, like I said, I'm not a big fan of Jim Carrey as of late. Like the past, I don't know, 5 to 7 years, he hasn't really been all that relevant per se. But his older stuff, I mean, yeah, he was really funny, really entertaining.
You know what? When was it on In Living Color, or was it the other one, Mad TV, that he was on? I think it was In Living Color. When he was on those TV shows, I was okay with him because I can only handle Jim Carrey in such small doses. He's good. But you see, like people that are on Saturday Night Live, if it was Chris Rock, if it was David Spade, if it was Chris Farley, um, you know, I can handle them on Saturday Night Live. I can't handle them in movies. I just small doses. I'm okay.
Right. Well, exactly. And, my favorite Jim Carrey movie would probably be The Truman Show. That was really
Oh, that one.
fascinating. That's a good one. He wasn't over the top. I mean, he was a little bit, like, to some extent, just being himself, but it really had, like, a lot more, like, deeper meaning. I don't know. It was a great movie. I liked it.
I think it's more to do with me, and I'm ruined. Let me ask you a question. Pop quiz. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say the name Leslie Nielsen?
Who?
I don't know who that is.
All right. How about forget that? How about Robert De Niro? What's the first thing?
Italian?
He's a mobster. He's a mafia, right?
Okay, yeah, so I guess I was kind of right.
So you can't see him in a joking role. Leslie Nielsen was the I can't see him in a serious role because Leslie Nielsen, the first thing that comes into my mind is The Naked Gun,
Oh, that one.
Airplane. I can't see him in a serious role.
Well,
He did a couple of movies that were serious, and I just kept on waiting for him to trip over something. So,
well,
like when Jim Carrey does a serious movie, it's hard for me to not see Ace Ventura.
But
that's a good point, yeah. But
the Sonic
getting back to
movie,
Sonic,
he's more of a
um,
buffoon in this. He's not taking on as a upstanding like U.S. Marine or anything. He's basically a psychotic lunatic with too much power.
All right,
Exactly.
so
Like,
not too
he's
far
like
off.
the super villain with crazy robots and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, I mean, have you not seen Dr. Eggman or Robotnik before?
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. In the games, I haven't seen the movie, but I played the games.
What about the
And
cartoon series that they've had? They've had a whole bunch of them. He's
Oh yeah, so
never
the cartoon series, absolutely.
that's what he
actually.
resembles, the cartoon series.
Sonic Boom was way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be this real cringy, horrible mess, but I actually enjoyed it.
Well, a lot of people thought that the first Sonic movie was going to be really cringe because when they first put out the artwork, like for
Oh,
the
that's
trailers,
horrible.
like, oh my good lord, it looked really scary and like, uncanny valley kind of cringe.
The only
And
time
then
I've
all of
seen
a
the
sudden,
internet
like,
mob.
it was fine. Like, it looked, pretty close to the actual like the game and the cartoon series too.
Well, initially, they wanted to completely redesign Sonic as this like skinny little thing.
Yeah, and then the fans were like, nope, forget that nonsense. Ugh.
Like a skinny little twink with human eyes. No, he's a short little guy with huge, huge eyes.
It looked spooky, my dude. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we were all wondering what the hell that thing was.
It was. Oh, no. No, thank you. I was not going to watch that. And then, like, the movie came out. It's like, oh, it actually looks like the video game character. Okay.
I don't know if I would go to the movies to watch it, but when it hits streaming, like if it hits Netflix or Hulu or something, I'm definitely going to see it.
Does this article say how much they're spending on the movie?
No.
'Cause- uh,
It looks like it's just an infomercial about the. Oh, hey, this is what we're doing. It's like, okay.
Well, let's see how well that goes. I mean, with Jim Carrey involved, clearly it's going to be in the tens of millions, probably. With all the animation, how long it's going to take.
I have to admit, it really depends on what the people behind the actual movie do to it, because sequels to movies have been utterly destroyed by some twat in a suit going, "Oh, you have to do this and this and this and this," and completely just.
Exactly.
I want to use the word shit can the whole thing.
Well, I just hope that, whatever writers or directors are making this movie, hell, even actors, that they actually played the original game and are actually Sonic fans, like they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just a shell. It's not really anything.
Okay, how about we move on to the next object?
Indeed,
of
we
today's-
shall.
DC's Starfire has a plus-sized goth queer teen daughter,
Oh, Jesus.
and I'm so in love with this concept. Tongue twister or what?
Well, this comes from The Mary Sue, which, if you guys don't know, is a pro-feminist type of news site, but it's fine. Oh, you darn kids who like to rebel against your sunshine parents and crush on cute girls. Such is the case with the upcoming graphic novel, I Am Not Starfire, by New York Times best-selling author Mariko Tamaki. Laura Dean keeps breaking up with me, Harley Quinn, whatever, so she did that stuff. An artist, Yoshitani, yes, exactly. Beneath the Moon, Zatanna, and the House of Secrets, whose art portfolio is way too gorgeous to try and sum it up in one post. But
Jesus.
here's what the official DC YA graphic novel will be about, according to the Bleeding Cool article Tamaki shared on Twitter. That was an excerpt from the article, by the way, about how stunning and brave this new character is.
Already, I'm getting turned off the idea about even looking at this. Just with that opening.
Yeah.
I need to ask a question now. Is this a brand new comic with brand new characters, or is this someone
Yeah.
else's characters that are rehashed?
Well, it's kind of both. It's like the original Starfire character, but then this new person made a character like Starfire's daughter is like a new character. So
Okay,
they're kind of like just coattailing of the original stuff.
so it's not like they took Spider-Man and put him in a wheelchair because let's make him disabled.
No. It's not like that. Uh, this is some gay goth girl who happens to be plus sized, which they emphasize that for some reason.
It's a new character. I approve. I'm okay with it. They
But
didn't.
it's Starfire's daughter.
They
Starfire's
didn't.
daughter ain't gonna be like that.
They didn't ruin Starfire.
Okay, yes, good point. That
They
is a
didn't.
plus.
They didn't ruin her. They they just okay. Now you're a mother, and your daughter is the one who's all these nice things.
And Starfire is just face palming and slowly crying in a corner. She's like, "Oh God, what did I do wrong?"
Sent your kid to the wrong school by the looks of things.
Oh my goodness, I don't know what the heck happened. Anyways, the article goes on to say 17-year-old Mandy, Mandy Coronad, whatever, is not her mother, daughter of Starfire and high school outcast. Mandy is constantly trying to get out from under the shadow of her bright, bubbly, scantily clad, and famous mother, Starfire. Dyeing her hair orange and black. Oh, I'm sorry. Dyeing her bright orange hair black. And sticking to her close best friend, Lincoln. Mandy spends her days at school avoiding Teen Titans superfans and trying to hide her feelings. Oh, for the glorious and popular and perfect Claire. And while Mandy usually avoids spending too much time with her alien mother, she's been particularly quiet, as she's keeping one major secret from her. Mandy walked out of her SAT. Oh no! You walked out of your SAT, Mandy! Good lord, you rebel!
Such rebellion.
Why is she a
So-
comic book character? Jesus!
Walking out of her test. That's it.
Yes. That's the big secret
Oh,
that she has to
God.
keep from her superhero mother. Oh, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Can't take the test.
I just don't want to. You can't make me. Y'all don't know me. I do what I want, yo.
Now, I'm not sure if you guys have seen the quote-unquote artist who made this character, Mandy. But, it's a big yikes. She looks identical to her. She, like,
really?
inserted herself... Yeah. Like, she inserted herself into the comic.
Oh boy.
The other day, the Quartering talked about this. Oh, boy. That's a bit...
As much as I want to make fun of this, I have to go back and take a dose of my own medicine. It's not like they ruined the main character. It's not like they changed the main character. They just gave her a daughter, and the daughter, Mandy, I guess her name is. Mandy is her own character. She's not rehashed somebody else. Make her all kinds of progressive. You know what? As much as I want to mock this, I'm okay with it because he didn't destroy someone else.
Yeah. I have to agree
Yeah.
with you on that.
I think that's a very good point. I just feel bad for Starfire. like it does reflect on her a little bit. I'm sure she's on her alien planet thinking, "Oh God, what did I do?"
I guess this comic reflects a little on actual things that's happening in the world because, all right, this is coming from the gray muzzle level. I am in my 40s right now. I'm sure there are people in their 40s who have kids, and some may not accept it, some may not like it that their kids are, the goth kids. But you know what? Most times they grow out of this phase. And while they're in their goth phase, the parents are just face palming like they are in the graphic up on the, if you scroll up a little bit. And
Oh, come on, man. No.
So
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, of course, people have kids like this, but
here's the
why
thing.
is this a comic book character? Like, bruh.
I was doing things that my mother didn't approve of. Like I was listening to heavy metal. And oh, Joseph, I am seeing the character that reminds me of the New Warriors from Marvel. Ooh.
Oh, what, like the snowflake in safe space? Those
yeah,
people?
that mysteriously disappeared.
This is just another one of those things. Like, sure, you could be a person like that. That's all well and good. But the daughter of Starfire? The Starfire? Really? Really,
So
though?
I have to ask a question regarding this. Why isn't this based on Starfire's home world instead of being on Earth?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't
Wouldn't
know.
it make more sense if she visited Earth occasionally
Is she even a
versus
human? Is
growing
she
up
an
here?
alien? Yeah, right.
Well,
Good question. I don't know.
Did Starfire have an Earth boyfriend?
maybe maybe Starfire's race reproduces asexually.
Hmm.
Like a
But
sponge.
I oh god, I'm not going to go into that. That was a documentary that was very interesting. But what if she came to Earth and that's why the daughter comes to Earth or is
No,
I got a
it
feeling.
says she's in high school and she's like an outcast or something.
To me, it sounds like they're not going to focus on her on this character being an alien. It's more basically just being a human.
Yeah, like this has nothing to do with superheroes or, villains or anything world saving or anything like that.
Well, it doesn't have to be world saving, but this might have been more interesting if she was this. Well, Mandy was constantly switching between Earth and Starfire's homeworld, or just on Starfire's homeworld,
It would be more
as a world
interesting
building thing. But
if
this,
she had like laser vision, right? And like and she could like not control it, and every time she was attracted to another female, like her eyes would just explode and just kill someone. She'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's my superpowers. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no!" And she has to like reconcile with herself. Yeah, that would be more interesting than whatever the hell this nonsense is.
that would just be ripping off the X-Men.
Okay, radiation vision. She just X-rays people and turns them into dust. I don't know. Whatever.
oh my god. How about like last week or the week before when we were talking about Animaniacs? Remember one of the side shows in the original Animaniacs? Her name was Katie Kaboom. You piss her off, she explodes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sure.
Piss her off and she explodes.
Oh yeah, you probably shouldn't be doing that. Yikes.
Hey, what was her name? Mandy? Hey, Mandy, I kind of think you're attractive. How dare you!
crying out loud.
So, would you like to read the this highlighted section of the article here?
I will try. While Mandy continues to tell Lincoln her plans of moving to France to escape her family, to escape the family spotlight and not go to college, she secretly hides a fear of not knowing her identity outside of just being the daughter of a superhero and who she will become. But when she is partnered with Clary to work on a school project, their friendship develops into something more, and a self-confidence unknown to Mandy becomes to Bloom. Oh my God! Claire seems to like Mandy for being Mandy, not the daughter of a Starfire.
Wow!
Should I go on?
So brave, so strong.
This sounds more like slice of life than.
It sounds like a Vox article.
Do me a favor, take that, unhighlight that.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
But when some of Starfire's past comes to disrupt Mandy's future, Mandy must finally make a choice. Give up before the battle has ever begun, or step into the unknown risk risk everything. I am not Starfire in a story about mother-daughter relationships. Embracing where you come from while finding your own identity and learning to be unafraid of failing, if it was even failing in the first place.
Wow. Exactly. Like I said, this is not a comic book. This is like a Vox article or like some BuzzFeed documentary about like some slice of life stuff. Like what?
I'm concerned about the messages they're going to throw in this. That's all I have to say to that. It really worries me.
You know what? It just dawned on me. I might be a little biased. I'm into chubby girls and I'm into goth girls. Well, not too much goth, but I like the chubbies. So I may or may not be a little biased.
No, like that's all well and good. I mean, it has nothing. I'm not being judgmental here. It's just I don't think that has to be something relevant in a comic book character who's literally the daughter of a superhero. That makes zero sense. Why they have to exacerbate that idea? Like why? Why would they do that? Oh, she happens to be overweight and goth and lesbian. Like, okay, sure, a lot of people are like that, but why is this in a comic book though? And what?
I'm guessing it's the spaghetti at the wall thing where they're just trying to see what sticks.
100%.
Like I said, this is just better off in like some Vox article, or I don't know, something like that.
I'm sitting here trying to think about the creator of this. Probably getting wet dreams about this becoming a movie.
And I'm still struggling to figure out what her superpowers even are, if she has any, or is her superpowers being myself and accepting who I am and all that bullshit.
This
Her
character
is that
might
it?
inherit.
Her superpowers
mother's-
are surviving high school.
God damn it! Where is the laser vision? Come on, get with it. Where's her exploding powers? I wonder.
Oh my God, Chris,
Oh,
you're
Chris.
so right.
You got it
Daria.
right. Exactly. You got it right.
That is a good one. MTV back in the day.
Nailed it.
Wait.
But what's her name? Oh God, Diane Nguyen from BoJack. She was supposed to. Well, to me anyway, she resembled a little bit of a Daria. Daria. I can't say it. Daria. I should shut up.
Hi, I'm Daria.
Go to hell.
Yo, Daria. No, Daria. You mean like the one from like what was it, MTV?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the glasses and
Yes, she was
I can.
Bojack's ghostwriter.
Damn, she was a
Oh,
thing back in like the 1990s.
oh God, Scorch! Even some superheroes will not survive the public school system. No joke.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, honestly, Spider-Man was bullied. He was bullied a lot. He
You know,
barely survived high school.
I want to say Spider-Man was my favorite, one of my favorite superheroes. If there was three, Spider-Man was definitely in my top three.
Oh, me too. Yeah, for
I
sure.
honestly lost out on Spider-Man as something I like with the current iteration of it. James Jones Jameson, is it? The guy in charge of the Daily Bugle?
Oh my goodness, he was. I mean, what was it? Richard Simmons.
Look, not having someone constantly berating Spider-Man in the news for being a villain, it just takes so much away from it.
No, it doesn't though. It really doesn't. Like, I feel like it makes him more like the underdog. Like, the media is against him, and yet he's still fighting crime and saving people. And this guy's like, "Oh, Spider-Man! Oh my God, he's so terrible, evil. You know, public enemy, menace."
Vera, they don't have that in the new Spider-Man.
Well, I was thinking of like the Tobey Maguire version, like the first three.
Yeah,
That
I
That
refuse.
guy.
I liked
Oh my
that.
goodness.
It's the
Yeah.
modern that I hate.
I refuse to watch anything outside of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I absolutely refuse to watch anything else.
Oh God, what was his name? Was it Richard Simmons or something, or Jay Simmons something? I don't know who it was. The actor who portrayed whatever. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we're both having a bit of a brain fart.
I'm having a total brain fart. I have no idea what his name was.
So-
I'm like trying to think of like what it is, because like I know he voiced a bunch of characters in different video games and movies, and he's also the guy in all those Allstate commercials.
Right.
God, what the hell is his name? Is it Richard Simmons, or am I just completely wrong?
Well, damn it!
So-
I'm gonna have to ask her now. I'm gonna have
So
to
going
ask
back to the
Google.
chubby gay
Oh, yeah,
goth
yeah.
chick thing,
Chubby gay goth chick, yes.
what particularly, this doesn't sound like it's going to have any action. Just it sounds like it's going to be somebody's school when they were growing up and their experience in school. That's it.
Right, and in that regard, I feel like they're not going to make a lot of sales, and this is going to be a floop. It's going to be
Total
nothing.
flop.
Vera, was that guy's name J.K. Simmons?
Yes. Oh, yes. J.K. Simmons. Yeah, something like that. Right. The Allstate guy. Yes.
God, I love the Google. I just asked her, and she's like, "Yeah, it's J.K. Simmons."
Right. Look up the actor, the voice actor who did Tenzin from Avatar. Same dude. Yeah, he was in Spider-Man. Yeah, that guy. Awesome.
So this makes it clear that this individual isn't in the Teen Titans.
Well,
Isn't a Teen Titan.
It's very interesting because in this article from the Mary Sue, it says, "This is my jam. I'm immediately in love with this chubby goth look. I'm on record saying that I grew up wanting to embrace that goth aesthetic, but had zero options as a plus-size teen in the 90s. So yeah, this girl? Speaks to my missed opportunities from back in the day. And since I'm a transparent ass disaster bi, I'm all for this LGBTQ plus angle, like more YA with this, please." Wow. That is That's quite a bit.
Literally throwing herself into the mix.
Uh, yeah,
Growing up as a plus sized goth girl in the 90s.
I
Uh,
wish I could say I had experience of being around a goth chick when, you know, in the 90s growing up, like my sister was. The problem is she'd switch from gothic black to like girly pink in about an hour. It gave me a headache, to be honest.
it's just a fashion style at the end of the day. It's nothing really.
yeah,
It's not.
that's not real goth. That's mainstream goth, I think.
Well, I wouldn't consider it like an identity or something. Like, oh, I am goth. Like, okay. So you like a particular type of music and you wear black? Hmm.
Like I'll say this: my girlfriend in California, she used to wear all black and some pink and one tiny little skull right in the middle. That was her thing.
Oh, that's cool.
She looked fantastic in it. So if that she wasn't like the one to the world sucks, oh everyone sucks. No, she was a really happy person. All things considered, she was really happy.
Yeah,
Um,
and I guess like that's my whole problem with this character. Like they're just emphasizing this, stylization to make it part of her being.
Honestly, to me,
It's
it
kind of weird.
sounds like I said before, this is nothing but slice of life. That's it.
Yeah,
I mean, the only thing you'd have that's similar in the real world would be if your parents or one of your parents was a politician or
oh no.
famous athlete, maybe an actor, popular actor.
yeah. I mean,
Eh,
it could be a comic on its own. This particular character goes, on her journey through high school or college or whatever it is in this state. She has a crush on this girl and they do a project together. Like it said, what was it? Some science project or whatever. And then, things develop. Okay, that's all well and good for you. But why does that have to be like why is she the daughter of Starfire? Like that doesn't really even seem to have any relevance to her life at all.
well, the only thing that pops out to me is Prince Harry from England. He's just trying to be a party guy, and he's like, I can't exactly be a party guy because I'm like a prince of a royal family that rules over England.
Oh yeah.
It's not easy when you have other people have expectations of what you should be, what they want you to be, and then she's just trying to be her own self. What she is she's a little she's a little dark, she's a little morbid side on the morbid side, she's gothic. She likes her dark clothes, she likes to be sad or she likes to be angry or whatever.
God
And
damn
she's
it, Inu,
got
you're bringing up more good points. Ugh.
and she has all this reason to be angry because everybody is like, "Oh, you should be happy and sunshine and sparkles like your mother." What if I don't want to be my mother? I want my own identity. And you know what? At that point, I kind of like this.
Sorry, I have to bring up Daria again. Sure, and then I'll go eat some glass.
No, I actually thought Inu had a really good point there. Imagine like if your dad was Superman, like the Superman, and you're like just going to school and you're like, okay, well, I'm not him, and you want to like do your own thing. Sure, like I get, that could get deep.
If your father was Superman, okay, burn a laser through the wall at that recess.
Something a
Yeah,
No,
lot of people
why?
usually
Why doesn't this man? What's her name? Mandy? Yeah, Mandy. Why doesn't Mandy have supervision? Or the green lights from her hands that whatever Starfire does. Why doesn't she do that stuff?
What a lot of people usually don't realize is that if you're famous, it can get pretty lonely.
Well, yeah, because you don't have friends, you have fans. There's a
Well, no,
difference.
you can have, if you've got friends from before you were famous, it's like trying to figure out what someone really is like. I mean, you can know someone for like 10 years, but you'll never truly get to meet them until you hang them over a volcano. And then you get to meet the real person.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, guessing you've never seen Firefly then.
Oh, yes, I have. But I don't know how that relates to that particular. Ah, whatever.
Well, in this case, because this individual is the daughter of someone who's famous, they're going to be quite lonely. And earlier on, it mentioned that the friendship that they're supposed to be encountering, it's not the fact of who she is, it's what she is. If that makes sense.
It does.
What the
Yeah.
person is versus, who their family is.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. All right. Maybe we should move on to the next topic here. Any live comments going on?
Oh, I haven't checked for a little bit.
Any questions, comments, concerns?
I think I've posted all the good ones so far.
Any grumpy growlers?
All right.
Yeah, there's a couple of irrelevant stuff. But we could always show this one.
What about
What
Batman?
about Batman?
Oh, no
Yeah.
superpowers at all.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I would love to be the son of Batman. I mean, the dude's
No.
a billionaire.
Batman
come on.
has his superpower, it's money.
Exactly.
Okay, so something probably a little closer to home that's, well, makes it a little more uncomfortable, but
No.
FA United is closing its doors.
No.
And this is very sad, unfortunately. I'm not sure if anyone who's listening has seen this before, but this was an announcement that was made by the official FA United team, Dragoneer. And it says, "It's with much regret we are formally announcing FA United is closing its doors. This is not a decision made lightly, but unfortunately, the Corona-chan," I improvised there a little bit, coronavirus has brought forth too many complications and risks for a small convention like ours to operate safely and successfully. The world around us has changed in the past year, and not for the better. It's difficult to know what lay in store for the future due to the current pandemic. And that makes planning and organizing a convention extremely difficult in these current times. We're sad to have to deliver this news. Over the years, we've formed a fantastic bond with our attendees and brought together incredible talent and personalities to entertain one and all. We've got a lot of great memories, from Newark to Mount Laurel, from Hanover to Herndon. FA
Herndon.
United, yeah, whatever. FA United may have been a small con, but we were mighty in heart. We want to thank each and every one of you for joining us over the years. We've had a lot of great times, amazing memories, fantastic performances, and we owe it all to you. You've been fantastic, and we'll never forget the great times. Remember to stay safe. God damn it.
Yeah.
And wear a mask. So long, and thanks. Yeah. Well, okay. So that was the announcement from for Affinity United. They are no longer existing. It seems like it's permanent.
However, Fair Affinity website itself isn't going under, so it may be closing for now.
No, no. The
But
website's not closing, but Fur Affinity had their own convention
yes, I
that
know,
they had every
but
year.
it may reopen again sometime in the future.
I don't know. That this announcement does seem quite permanent.
Well, for the time being, of course.
They didn't have one this year. Well, obviously, I mean, no one did.
Oh man,
This is
there's a lot of
really, really sad.
conventions. Like you said, Abe, almost every convention has been canceled this year and probably halfway through 2021, if not all of 2021. Um, but this, yeah, the wording does seem a little permanent. But then again, Noble it could be right as well.
Well, given
Okay, let's wait for the pandemic to be over and then let's do it again.
give it a few years, I'm damn sure a lot of the cities where these were hosted, a lot of the FurCons were hosted at that didn't have negative results or anything like really stupid happening. Um, I highly doubt that they're going to turn around and give the con people organizing it the finger
Oh no!
when they want to go back. They're
What do you
probably going
mean,
to go,
like
great,
the
welcome.
what? You mean like the hotels that are hosting it?
Hotels, the cities, any of the businesses nearby who, well, for the most part, profited from all the people coming.
Well, here's the thing about FA though. Even it does say in this announcement that they were never very big, and they weren't. They always had less than 1,000 people. FAU was never that big to begin with. So I don't think it's all that profitable for the city, even the hotels, like for a weekend, just to have, a couple hundred people there. It never really was like that. And I think like with the whole pandemic and, people not wanting to travel or doing all that kind of stuff, yeah, it kind of does make like financial sense for them to just close up for probably at least the next couple years,
The
maybe
sad,
maybe forever.
well, I mean, there's that, and then I'm sorry, I'm always the one to look at the other side just because by default I look at both sides. Um, for Apocalypse, not a huge con, but not as tiny as FAU. However, it started in Billick's backyard as a barbecue, and it grew to what it is now.
Oh yeah. Well,
I
that
want to say
that's a different situation.
Anthrocon. Anthrocon started out as a small little convention in Philadelphia, and then they moved it to Pittsburgh because of the hotel problems, because the hotel sold to Target, I think. And then they moved it to Pittsburgh, and I know for a fact because I was there in 2015 and 2016. The city of Pittsburgh gained a net something around I don't know, $7 or $8 million on pizza and alcohol sold to us, the furries.
Well, okay, it wasn't just that. It was the local businesses, like the art shops, the pawns, the hotel even made a lot of money.
Yeah,
The parking, everyone who was, yeah, of course.
With all the
When you have like
fursuits,
9,000 people that go to this place, yeah, of course,
the
and,
craft
and they love it.
shops would have made money. The sewing shops would have made money from the emergency repairs.
Right, exactly. But the difference between something like Anthrocon and hell, even Furpok, is that FAU
and
they
handful of
don't
people.
they don't bring in all that much money. They really don't.
I think these furcons need to set themselves more up as a non-for-profit versus for-profit, if that's how they're going.
No, I think all of them did. But there's also another thing too. FA they didn't have like a virtual con. So places like Anthrocon, FurPoc, hell, even like A&E, MFF right now, which is going on this weekend, by the way. They're
Yeah.
doing virtual cons. Like they have the infrastructure to do that, I guess. But FA just didn't.
I imagine once this all rolls over and cons start coming back, they're going to have a hell of a lot more people attending. Not just because of the small size, but because everyone missed out being able to go out and, well, I'm just going to say go out, that people are just going to flock to it like oh, like
Right.
ants to cinnamon.
Um, I personally cannot see doing a virtual convention. It's just not the same.
Oh, hell no, it's not.
No, and what's really weird about virtual cons? I know we're kind of getting a little bit off track here, but some virtual cons actually require you to pay to like attend the chat. I mean, how weird is that?
Well,
No, I refuse.
I'd be asking exactly how much does it cost for them to organize, to host the actual con, the virtual con itself? Because I do imagine that there would be some fees resulting from bandwidth, the servers
Yeah.
used,
Plus,
people
I
who
would
are
imagine
organizing it.
it would probably go to like their sponsored charity or something along those lines. But no, I'm not gonna go a virtual con. No, I want to go to the place and see my friends and have a room and go to
Get drunk and play ping pong.
exactly right. Go to room parties. Go to the fursuit parade. Go to the nightly dances. Hell yeah, all of that. The fursuit games. Like, yeah. I don't want to sit on my laptop or something.
Oh
Like,
my God,
oh
Bob.
hi guys.
We need to open an underground con here in Oklahoma. Marijuana shops would like the business.
Yeah, I'm sure they would.
I'm not going to go too far into it because, well, I don't think you can say too much on YouTube. That's kind of how it felt going through a holiday here in America. And I'm not going to say anything else. That's all I'm going to say. And I ask that the people in the live chat don't say it either. But you had to kind of sneak around to do it. I'll leave it at that. It'd be nice to go to a convention and just social, what do you call it? Civil disobedience. I'm going to the con.
You know what's really sad? This year, I plan to go to FAU. I had, friends I was gonna go with, but of course, Corona Chen happened, and now it doesn't seem like it's gonna be a thing anymore. I had a lot of cons I was gonna go to this year, but literally all of them are gone. Hell, even like into next year too.
I have to
So-
wonder if the airlines, once stuff reopen up properly, the airlines might offer discounts.
Oh yeah, they do, but
Oh, okay.
that doesn't mean like the hotels are open or like lockdown orders or even like the convention staff, chairman are even hosting it at all, because they're not. Like I had to cancel my flight to Atlanta because I was gonna go to FWA, but that didn't happen. Like it wasn't anyone's fault. Like it wasn't any one person's fault. It was, the airlines, they shut down flights, and then it was the convention staff itself. They were like, nope, we're not gonna host this con anymore. It was all that stuff combined.
I need to agree with Anthropod King here. Meeting your
Oh, me
fans
too.
online just isn't the same as in person.
But yeah,
That's very true.
dude, totally. FAU was the first convention I ever went to back in 2014. It's a long time ago.
Oh man.
Yeah, right? Crazy. But it was a magical experience. Even though there was only like, I don't know, 200 people there, maybe like 50 fursuiters or whatever. It was amazing. You know, and then after that, I went to FIU for the next 3 years, right up until they moved down south. I think they moved to like Virginia or North Carolina or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know.
was Virginia. It was
Oh
pretty
yeah,
close to
Virginia,
DC.
right? Was it Virginia or West Virginia?
Oh no, it was right near DC, so it was kind of sort of Maryland, Virginia.
Okay, yeah, so it was Virginia. But yeah, like I went every year, and the second year I went in 2015, I even like hosted my own panel there, talking about like self expression in your fursuit, like how well, whatever. I'm not gonna get into it, but it was a really amazing experience. Like I loved FAU, and it's
Can
just really sad to see that a convention like this is canceled.
I just here's what I'm gonna say, and I hate to say this, I honestly do because I used to love conventions. You don't need a convention. You don't need a furry meet. Not even the local meet. I mean, if they're not being hosted because of the coronavirus lockdowns and the mandates that you're not allowed to be too many people in one, okay, you know what? Good on you. You're not breaking the law. You're actually following the law. It's a horrible thing, but you know what? We're all doing what we can to make this. Just get over it already. Just get it over and done with already, so we can go back to normal. In the meantime, we're kind of going crazy in the house. We're kind of growing crazy with all this. Look, we're used to being social with each other in person, not on the internet. All I can suggest is if your local municipality says you're okay to be with like 3 or 4 people outdoors or in a indoor enclosure, you can be 3, 4 people, 5 people. Call up some friends. Go out, have some pizza, grab some Chinese food. I don't know, do something. Go to an arcade if there's an arcade that's open. See what's open, see what's available, and grab a handful, 2, 3 friends of yours that are local. It's horrible because you don't get to see your friends. If I'm in New Jersey and I want to see my friend from Oklahoma, that's horrible because I can't get it over there and I can't. There's no conventions happening where we're both going to go there and meet up and hang out and laugh. But if you got a couple of local furries near you, give them a call. Go out, even if it's just to hang out in a park and do nothing else at all. Just you understand what I'm trying to say?
Oh
It,
hell yeah, that's great. Absolutely, my dude.
do something. You don't have to have a giant convention. You don't have to have 10,000 people at MFF. You don't have to have 35 people at the furry local meet at the bowling or the pizza or whatever. Just grab a couple of friends, let them know because hey, I love you, even though we're not a convention. I can hang out with you outside of a convention as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
The park's always a place.
Yeah, and uh, I would have to look into it during the time that we're recording this podcast, but at the time, I don't think it's wrong to go out to a park without a mask. They're perfectly fine with it, so long as you're not indoors without a mask. Don't quote me on this, and I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want other people to get in trouble, but I believe, 4 or 5 people can be outdoors in a park without a mask. And I'm in Massachusetts right now, so I believe that's okay. As far as going Connecticut, as far as going Florida, as far as going Illinois or Texas or Australia or England or Japan, I don't know what your local laws are. So I would suggest to just check it out. And if you're okay to hang out with a couple of people, give them a call.
Yeah, well, that's not a bad thing to say or even think. I mean, bro, that's literally just normal life.
I just feel that because of conventions, we've forgotten how to hang out with each other outside of a convention. Call me
I
a
ha-
gray muzzle, call me old fashioned, whatever. I don't know. Go ahead. I'm sorry I cut you off.
no, I just don't think that, wearing a mask is like a big deal. It's really not. I feel like a lot of people forgot how to just hang out like normal. Like, oh darn, can we not all go to a giant rave together and just do whatever?
Yeah,
Invite
you
some
haven't
people
seen
over.
Australia, Avera. You really haven't.
No, I have not.
Things are getting way back to normal a lot quicker than anyone would have imagined.
Thank God. Yeah, good.
Ah,
Should we move on to the
Anyways,
last topic?
yes, we do have one last topic, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to be very interested about. Oh my lord.
Seriously, when I saw that, I'm thinking, oh god, a Labrador.
I honestly, I do not think that he's red enough. He looks kind of mahogany.
Look, I'll be honest. This, I think it's the wrong time for this. I really do. And the live action so far, well, what they call live action, has just been horrific.
All right.
I
Sorry, Lion King.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I see what Avera's saying about the red. I mean, if it was the same color red as the C and the D on his ears behind him,
Right. Yeah, like it should be, right?
like a bright tomato red.
For those of you who are not watching the stream and are listening on uh, our other platforms, we're looking at Clifford, the big red dog. And unfortunately, he looks like just a regular brown dog just smiling at the camera with his tongue out.
He's cute though.
He's adorable, yes, I agree.
I'll
But he's
admit,
not giant and red, and it just doesn't click.
watching the trailer, what they did with the body is far more realistic than what I've seen with Disney do, especially with the Lion King.
Right. Well, at least they got the floppy ears right. That's good.
Yeah, thank God they didn't use a like a Great Dane or something because that's more Scooby Doo.
Yeah, that would have been weird.
I mean, Great Dane is the biggest dog that I know, but I mean, that's a Scooby Doo dog. This isn't. This is a big red Clifford dog.
I'm not actually sure what breed he is. Is he like a Labrador, but like a red Labrador?
That's what I'm thinking from the design.
Yeah, that's gotta be like a chocolate lab.
I don't know. Yeah, probably, right? I can't really tell. Yeah, Joseph, I agree. He doesn't really look red though, but cute. Yeah, adorable.
Well, you know what? In these days and age,
He's kind of red, I guess, a little bit.
He looks like, what is it, maroon color? Is it called?
maroon,
I said mahogany, kind of like brownish red, a little bit, kinda. I don't know, maybe maroon.
cranberry.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
I have to admit, I'm really going to hate it if the term mutt, referring to a mixed breed of dog, becomes a racial slur. That's just going to tick me off.
Oh Jesus!
Well, Mr. David Simmons said, technically, he's a mutt. I'm not entirely sure if I agree with that. He does look like a lab, like a chocolate cherry lab, if that's a thing.
I think David was referring to the original iteration of Clifford and not the movie.
The
Oh,
cartoon.
I thought he was
Or the
referring
book.
to like this picture.
Yeah,
I have to admit, I would have felt more. I don't know how. Uh, I think it would have been better if he did look more mutt-like instead of a fixed breed.
Actually, yeah, right. Like a more generic type of dog. Like it really, yeah, he's just Clifford, you know.
I wonder who's playing Emily Elizabeth.
They didn't show that. I have seen some additional footage, and it was more a police officer guiding traffic with one of those classical or comical stop signs,
Oh,
and that was it. Other than that, there's, as I understand at the moment, there's been really no footage released of this movie.
ah,
Yeah, I feel like Clifford's ears should be a lot bigger.
oh
Yeah, I
God,
remember them
boxcar.
from the book. They were huge.
Right? They were like so large and droopy. They like
I
flopped
don't.
around.
I remember when I was growing up, we had the books here. The cartoon probably came a little too late for me to watch, or it wasn't on when I was watching.
Did you see what boxcar said?
So
I'm
I'm
like,
not.
who's playing Emily Elizabeth in boxcar goes, it's gonna be Miley Cyrus. No, no,
Oh no.
Miley Cyrus. Oh, I
no.
thought I thought she was in jail. No, maybe she got out. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, this I don't think this was the right time to release anything about this movie because just what we've seen like this year and last year with Disney, it's like the original Sonic even. No. Nope.
Oh, wait a minute. So, do you think this is like another one of those farces? Like
I
they're
think
gonna totally change the design when it comes to when they actually release the movie. It's gonna look more like the actual Clifford.
no, I'm worried that this Warner Brothers is going to flop. Oh no, this is Paramount Pictures. My concern is this is going to flop horribly. That's what I'm concerned about.
Oh, Clifford, no.
come to think of it, who remembers Clifford?
I do.
I remember
Right,
the books.
right. I'm 40 something years old and I remember Clifford. Do younger kids remember Clifford? Do they even know who he is yet? Do they even seen him?
I,
This is for the
I don't
parents.
know.
The
That's a
whole
good
macro.
question. Like, who are they actually pandering to? Like,
This is
what
for the
audience?
parents.
Hmm.
Yeah, I find it weird, but I haven't actually seen that much artwork of Clifford in the macro micro community, to be honest. I mean, technically, you'd think something like this everyone would have been all over, but I have never seen it,
You've never
or
seen
it's
the
never sort of
show?
stuck out.
When like
Now, I
Clifford grows so big, he like breaks the house and he's like outside with this little collar
now,
and stuff. Oh,
I remember reading the books as a kid, but I never saw the cartoon.
wow. I must be a boomer.
um, yep.
And I remember from the books, there was like this dog that could bath in a coffee cup.
What?
No, I distinctively I recall reading a book where Clifford, when he was a puppy, was so small that they were bathing him in a coffee cup.
Right. Oh God, oh God, I'm so old. I'm starting to forget shit. Yes, David, 100%. Don't
Oh,
so big because
that's so correct. Oh, David, yes, her love made him grow. Oh, so adorable.
All right, bonus question: who voiced him in the cartoon?
Wait,
Oh,
Clifford talks in the
jeez.
cartoon.
I don't know. Was it someone like famous that like I should know?
If you're old enough, yeah. Let me ask the
Who was
Google
it?
just to make sure. Who voiced Clifford in the Big Red Dog cartoon?
The cast of Clifford the Big Red Dog includes John Ritter, Kel Mitchell, and
John
11
Ritter.
others.
Oh, so multiple voice actors.
John Ritter was the voice of Clifford the Big Red Dog. John Ritter was he played many TV shows. He played many things. One of the most famous ones was back in the 70s, I think. Uh, Three's Company. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Could
I
you
don't.
use the power of Google to see when Clifford the Big Red Dog was not on TV anymore? I think this is like 10 years old at least. Like it has to be.
When was the last episode of Clifford the Big Red Dog TV series aired?
Yeah, was it like 10, 15 years ago? I
Led
don't know.
Astray Wedding Bell Blues air date is February 19th, 2003.
Whoa!
Yeah.
17 years! Holy bonkers!
February 19th, 2003.
We should have asked that question 3 years from now. That way we could have said it was an even 20.
Wow, so why are they bringing it back now? After 17 years? Wow. That's crazy. Well, maybe they're trying to get a new demographic audience or whatever. 2003. Oh my god. I feel so old. Ugh.
Oh, one thing that I want to mention that I didn't have a chance to talk with you guys before the show started. I think his name was Dave Prowse, the guy who played Darth Vader.
Yes.
Ooh. Wait,
Right?
he was in it as well?
No. He died 5 days ago. He
Yes, he
was
did.
he was the one who played Darth Vader in the suit. I mean, it was James Earl Jones who did the voice, but he was in. This guy was in the suit, and he died a couple of days ago. And I just wanted to say, you know what? May the force be with him always.
May he rest in peace.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, some people want to have him turning in his grave.
Have you ever seen that movie, Mad Max?
Funny you mention that. I just found it on Hulu. I was about to watch it tonight.
Which one? The original or the remake?
The original.
The one with
Ah.
the Morton guy?
Well, no, not well, the original when it was oh God, I forgot his name. Mad Max and the Thunderdome. That's the one that I found on Hulu, and I was about to watch that tonight, and then I found out there's two more before that. So maybe I need to watch those first.
Well, unfortunately, a couple days ago, he also died. The
Oh
actor who,
no!
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, rest in pieces. Rest in peace.
What was his name? It was like Immortan Joe. Yeah.
Man, 2020. Can we just skip forward a couple of tracks?
Look, you've still got, what is it? 1, 2, 3. We've got about 4 weeks and it's over.
Hit the fast forward button.
He was played by QK's Brian. But yeah, he just died like I think yesterday or 2 days ago. He was a pretty cool character. Yeah, 2020 has killed a lot of people. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've had enough. I've had my fill.
Right? Oh my god.
Well, anyways, we've been going for about an hour, 15 minutes, it looks like.
Yeah.
Indeed we have. It's been a little bit over the time. Does anyone have any extra questions, live comments, anything going on?
Doesn't look like it.
Nothing I feel comfortable posting. Oh, what? Rest in peace, Thomas the Tank Engine. Wait, did the voice actor behind him die, or?
Oh god, wait, what? Really? No, I hope not. No, he
Wrong one.
didn't.
No, I'm seeing
No.
Boxcar saying because Mattel rebooted and killed Thomas recently, last year.
Oh, right.
Oh yes, rip Alex Trebek as well.
Yes.
A couple months ago. Oh my god, and Sean Connery before him. Oh god. Let's end the show now.
Let's end it on a high note. Hopefully we'll have some
Bonkers,
photos for the
indeed.
next one.
Yes. Let us do that. Okay, well. 2020's messed up. Thankfully, we only have a couple of weeks left until 2021. Jesus.
I must apologize for stealing Jolt's mic and destroying it tonight.
Oh, don't worry. He'll be back next week to mess y'all up.
Please find it in your squirrely heart to forgive me. Anyways, I guess that's us.
All right, guys. This has been the Raiders Rambles.
Oh, where can we find Raiders Rambles episodes?
As always, it's available on Podbeam, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, BitChute, and, well, whatever else decides to rear its ugly head later on in life.
All right. Awesome stuff. Hope to see you guys next week. Later.
Laters.
Bye.